It's McInerney from Croaky here at the Safer Care Victoria Giant Steps Conference, and would you like to please introduce yourself?
I'm Eleanor Sawyer. I'm the project lead for the Care of Older People Clinical Network, and I've been leading the endPJparalysis project.
Now that's a fantastic hashtag that we've been talking about here today. Tell us what it is.
So endPJparalysis is a global campaign that's all about getting patients up, dressed and moving to prevent functional decline that often occurs in hospitals. So it really is all about ensuring that patients are keeping up and active whilst they're on the wards.
What drove it?
It was a movement that started in the UK when there was an identification that people were getting unwell just because they were in hospital. And so as a result of that, people created the endPJparalysis hashtag and started tweeting about what can we do to overcome these issues, and have come up with a huge array of ideas to implement on wards to prevent functional decline.
Can we say what was actually causing it?
So bed rest is bad. It causes multi-system issues. So
why would you have it in a harmful way in a hospital?
Well, we know that patients spend 85% of their time whilst they're in hospital in bed, which is incredibly bad for their health. It creates pressure injuries, they lose muscle mass, it can create issues with them then being able to walk to the toilet or do their everyday activities.
But then again, why would that happen in a place that knows that that's a problem?
And it's a cultural thing, isn't it? So unfortunately, the culture is that when you're sick, you go to bed. But in fact, it should be when you're sick, you should try and keep as active as possible. So it's been a really challenging thing to try and overcome. But really, we've seen huge improvement across Victoria. So,
can you go through that? What improvements have you seen?
Sure. So we have 33 hospitals across Victoria participating in the SCV project, and they've seen a 19% increase in patients getting up and dressed, and then a 16% increase in the number of patients sitting out of bed for lunch. And there have been so many amazing stories. A great one was a little 94-year-old lady at West Gippsland Hospital who really wanted to be filmed to tell everyone on the ward about how important it was to get up and dress, because it just makes you feel so much more human. So patients have really been engaged in the project as well, and we're seeing that it's really empowered them, and they're now keeping active on the wards, and their carers, their loved ones are also helping them to remain active on the wards as well.
Fantastic. And what helped to create that cultural change in hospitals themselves?
The staff, definitely. So it's been a team effort. It's definitely had a multidisciplinary input. So we've had doctors, nurses, physios, occupational therapists, plus the consumers create teams to really come up with great ideas to implement on the wards. And each ward is slightly different in terms of what they've implemented. But then we've also collaborated and shared these ideas so that we all can learn and steal from each other, so that we end up spreading the ideas and increasing the improvement. So,
what's one of your favourite ideas?
One of the ideas that I love is the clothes bank that have been that was created at Caulfield Hospital. So with the clothes bank, they got donated clothes and just kept it on the wards, and they had a volunteer that was there once a week to be able to measure up the clothes for the patients that didn't have any, so were socially isolated at home and didn't have any to be able to bring in. So that was a really great way to try and empower, again, the patients and make them feel a bit more human, have clothes that they can wear that they've chosen that are the right size, and that they feel comfortable then going down to the cafe or going for a walk-in. So
that's fantastic.
It's been really great.
That's great to hear about. And it's ongoing.
So
connect on all social media?
Absolutely. So the hashtag endPJparalysis is a great place to find a lot of resources, both on Facebook and Twitter. And there are so many different ideas out there from both Australia but also across the world. So there are definitely lots of resources out there if anyone's interested in starting.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for
No
sharing all
worries.
that.
Thank you.